Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Are we on? Hello. I don't know if we're on. Okay. Hopefully we're on. I think so. Okay. Hey everybody. Sorry about that delay. I don't have my audio visual guide right now, so okay. Sorry about the delay. Okay, today we are going to go over a couple of the Small Business Administration loans and PPP loan questions that I've been getting. And hopefully this can answer it for quite a few of you, because one person has a question, that means probably another 10,000 have the question. So let's try to get it all taken care of in one lump sum. I'll go over the last few questions that I've gotten. Let me just go to them now. I'll go to my page. You're going to have to excuse the delay here. I'm just, okay. You commented, you don't look, Doc 1, Phoenix, not that. Somebody just asked me, can I have it sent to Cash App? You want to get your loan approval sent to Cash App. Cash App is, I believe, a third-party application that lets you, it's like the Square for Apple, right? Use it for business. You can, I believe Cash App will have a business application that you can, yeah, you could do that. You could have it sent to Cash App. The government will do that as long as you are sending it to a identifiable business account, and Cash App would be a legitimate app to get it sent to. So yeah, I have an uncle of mine who does all of his business through, I believe it's Cash App, and uses the Square. So yeah, you're good to go with that. Okay, next question is, speaking to you, I got the $1,000 3 days after I applied, and I didn't get any email regarding it. I got the $1,000 3 days after I applied, didn't get any email regarding. So does that mean I got the grant? Yes. If you oh, no, I'm going to turn this light off. Sorry, guys. It's so bright. Okay, sorry. I was just blinding myself. So, Adelina Soto replied, speaking to you, I got the $1,000 3 days after I applied and didn't get an email regarding it. So does that mean I got the grant? Yes, the $1,000 is a grant. Because if you didn't sign anything for a loan, then it's not a loan. So you didn't make an agreement to pay it back. So if they just sent you $1,000 after you put in your application, that's what happened. You got a grant. Congratulations. It says also, when do I send my SBA proof of business, or will they later require that? Yes. You will send your SBA proof of business if they ask you for it. I was asked for it on a separate account, so they ended up reopening the portal, and I ended up sending in my my 1099s and a couple of screenshots of my business online that I have. So it gave them enough information, and within 2 days later, I had the loan. So yeah, they could be asking you for more information for sure. And usually when you get that information, be careful, because there's a lot of people out there scamming and stuff like that. So make sure it's a legitimate email that you get for your personal information. It will definitely have the SBA logo on there, and a phone number and email of the loan officer or loan attorney, whichever it says that they have given you, contractor, through the SBA. Make sure you're going through the proper channels and not just being scammed. So, and another lady asks, I was approved for the loan. Do I also get the grant or just the other? I get a lot of questions asking this because a lot of people say, hey, I got the loan. What about the grant? Through my experience, when I did it, when I approved the loan and they sent me my deposit with the loan in an email, it said, okay, for example, say you took a loan for $10,000 you get an email the next day saying, hey, we've deposited your $10,000. And directly below that, they can have an additional, we have also deposited additional $1,000. And it would be a separate deposit because one is the loan, the part that you got to pay back to the loan people who loaned it. And then the next one is the grant, the part you don't have to pay back. So you will get the grant if you ask, say, yes, I got the loan. You go for the loan and you click yes and you e-sign everything. You'll get the grant. And you'll, afterwards, with it, it will come along. Some people are like, hey, I got the loan, but I haven't got the grant. You'll get it. You'll get it. So also keep your information of your email that you get, and there should be a loan account officer's name. I say loan attorney or loan officer, and it will have a phone number. Keep that and keep those guys on their toes. If you've got your grant or your loan and one without the other, and give them a call back. Keep on pushing them. Hey, I got part of it. Where's the other part? So, but also be patient because a lot of it going on right now. And the next one. Okay. One gentleman here says he got updated. He got a loan approved in 3 days. Wow. Oh, no. Yesterday I had somebody who had emailed me and said, I applied for it yesterday. I got the loan and approval today. So it took them 1 day. This person got it in 1 day. It wasn't yesterday the 4th. It was actually the Friday night he got that. So it was 1 day that this guy got it when he sent it in, and he got the approval, everything in 1 day. So that's the record. I've never heard of it that fast. Okay, this lady says, I've applied July 1st and just received the email from the SBA approving a loan. I was hoping to receive the $1,000 grant, maybe because the deadline was June 30th. Hold on, let me open it up. I can't read it all. I was hoping only to receive the $1,000 grant. Maybe it's because the deadline was June 30th. The loan in the other side is approved, but I'm not sure that I will take it at this time due to my living circumstances and what I need for money for. Okay, that's the question. That is mainly probably in the top 5 questions, but maybe in the top 3 of should I take the loan? Because I need it for things, really, I need the money for things that I'm not supposed to use it for. The loan requirements say I can use it for utilities and of my business and for payroll, but I don't need it for that because I really need it for this. Here's where the business mind comes into play. How you can relocate your money from what you bring in to where you're showing it going. Because I know a lot of people will say, hey, I want to take the loan, but I don't want nobody to tell me how to spend that money because I know what's best for my business more than they do. They can tell me to spend it on this, that, and the other thing. But what they're trying to do is make sure you spend it on the essentials of your business. For example, I need a computer for my workplace. My computer just blew up on me. Now, it says nowhere in this loan application that I can purchase a new computer with the money. It says you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to upgrade. But if my computer was to break and I don't have a computer for my work, I am going to have to spend money from something to buy a computer. So am I going to have to give myself a raise? I might have to give myself a raise in order to pay for that computer. Or say, I'm not going to give myself a raise, but in the loan application, it says, or buy a USA manufactured product. There's a computer company that actually is manufacturing their product in the USA. So I can buy a computer that is made in the USA for my business, and there I have fit myself into the qualifications of the loan. And that way I can show that on my bank account that I fit that in there, the money that I needed, because I didn't have the money in my business account to, per se, buy the computer. But if I got the loan, I have this money to buy the computer, even though I'm not supposed to, but I need to allocate it to find out how I can get that computer to make my business continue running so that I don't have to put anybody on unemployment. And so I don't go under. So my business stays afloat in this time, because right now it's a tough economy out there. So with that said, hopefully that helps. So the loan on the other side is approved, but I'm not sure. I want to take it at my living circumstances and what I need the money for. Hopefully that helped. I know what you mean. I can't tell you that you can spend it on things that you're not supposed to. I can't say that. But just be wise. You know your business better than me or the government, so be wise. But yeah, and some people, if you get the loan thinking it was a grant and say, oh wait, this is a loan, I don't want to take it, I don't need it, but I just want the grant. There's a scroll that says, okay, you say you were approved for 100,000. Okay, it says 0 to 100,000. Now you scroll this meter that they give you. Do you want to take the 100,000 loan, or let's bring it down to $1,000? We can bring it up to, take it down to 0. Click to $0. I want to take the loan for $0. Click submit. E-sign it for $0, and with that, you might get a $0 loan with $0 interest, and then also with that, you may get the EIDL grant along with that deposit. So I haven't tried that yet, but if I didn't want to take the loan, that's what I would probably do. And if somebody does that out there, I want them to get with me on that, because that's a very interesting concept, and I think it would work. But don't quote me on it, but why not? It's worth a shot. Anyway, next. He says, I told my friends about it. Nobody applied. I just got approved. Ha. Okay. Good for you. Good for you. I'm glad you got it. And this person said again, if you just want the 1,000, you have to be a gig worker and select the third option on the first question. Okay. Thank you for that information. If you want the $1,000 EIDL, you have to be a gig worker and select the third option first question. That's another way to do it. There's a lot of ways to do it. Okay, this person says, I'm reading comments of the grant. I was approved for $1,000. Do I need to complete the loan process also to get the grant? Is there any other steps to get the grant? That is the grant. It's in the same step as what I'm saying. This is the main question, I guess. This is the number one question. Can I just get the grant without getting the loan? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And if you don't, I'm just going to throw this out there for those of you who don't want to take the loan. Say, scroll that thing all the way down to even just to a $1,000. Take a $1,000 loan. See if you get the $1,000 grant. Repay the loan back right away with the loan. Pay off the loan with the loan. Kind of saying, hey, here's your money back, and I can't be charged interest in the first year because it's interest free. So for the first year with no repayment penalty. So you just pay it right back, and you see if you get the loan. $1,000 or $2,000, however many employees you got. Here's another thing. If you do this loan and you're sole proprietor or self-employed and you're married or have a spouse that you live with, if you're married, basically, when you fill this out, put your spouse down or them as an employee, because you'll get an extra $1,000 for having your wife put down or your husband put down as a employee. A lot of people just put down themselves and they don't get the extra $1,000, which you can get that. So that's maybe a good bit of information for you. Thank you. After you submitted the additional docs of the loan officer requested, how long did it take for the next email to come with the final approval? After I submitted the additional docs that the loan officer requested, how long did it take? Okay, I got a loan approved, or they told me how much they could approve me for, and they also sent me a letter saying we need proof of your business is existing. Proof of your existing business, and you need to change the name because the name of the business is offset from what your sole proprietor is. So blah 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 blah. Give me a Christian name. So I took screenshots of my business and all that stuff, and sent them in 1099 forms for proof of business and what we made last year. And the loan officer requested how long did it take after I sent that. I uploaded that to him on a Sunday. And it was Monday or Tuesday. 2 days. 2 days later, I ended up getting the approval. You have been approved. And I e-signed and got the money the next day. So altogether, 3 days after I had sent in the requested information. It was 3 days for me. I've heard other people say it's taken 2 weeks. I've sent my information 2 weeks later, I haven't heard nothing back. So maybe the information wasn't good enough, or maybe your guy got tied up on a couple more files or applications, and you got put in the back burner again. I don't know, but it took me 3 days, and hopefully it won't take you long as well for that process. Because once you get to that process, you're almost home. You're rounding third, man. You're going in. So yeah, that was that. Okay, this question says, I just got a loan. It was $2,500, but I'm scared because because I want the grant as well. Yeah, I need to hear back from you. I think I did hear back from him. Here's his 3 replies. There you go. And I said back to him, did you get this in 2 different deposits? I'm asking because you should automatically have a $100,000 grant included in your total for being an employee. Yeah, Digio, I didn't hear back from you. I'm thinking this was when did you get this? 5 days ago. Hopefully you got it by now. If you can get back to me on that, let me know. That way everybody else will know too. Thanks. Okay. I have a question. It says, I just got approved for the loan 2 days ago, but I wasn't able to e-sign. I don't know where they pulled my credit score either. Do you know how long the grace period is before you e-sign to receive the payment? If you weren't able to e-sign, you haven't signed a document, then you might have got approved, but if you haven't signed a document, that means that you haven't, there's no commitment for the loan from you or them. In this, you need to make sure that you get that signature quick, because it's a 30-day process, and after 30 days, they can take the approval away from you if you haven't sent it back. So I think that's the time limit on it, is 30 days. So hopefully you can get that e-signature. And do I know how long the grace period before you e-sign? The grace period before you e-sign is 30 days. So that hopefully that answers that. I was just approved for the loan, so do I get grant or just one or the other? You get them both. I got an email saying I was approved for the SBA loan. What do I do next? It's been 3 days since I applied. Dang, you got your approval in 3 days? That's quick. That's good. Wow. Good job. What else do we got here? And then they said, I'm confused. Is the grant going to be separate from the loan? Yes, it sure is. When you see, if you get a loan for $10,000, you're not going to, the grant isn't in there somewhere. The grant is separate from that. You would get another $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, depending on the amount of employees you have. It would be separate. And here's the thing. When did you get this SBA grant, people? Remember, there's a PPP loan out there too that or if you got the EIDL, you're probably 90% qualified for the PPP loan. You need to go get that PPP loan, because on the PPP loan forgiveness app is where you're going to be finding that EIDL advanced loan forgiveness as well. So that all this loan stuff on this EIDL is a lot of it's forgivable. So we want to make sure we take advantage of that. If we don't take advantage of that, that could cost you, people. That could cost us in the long run. So let's be on top of it. And I'm going to be giving applications and going over exactly how I'm doing it so that you can do that too. And we can follow the steps together and go through this together and get the loan applications granted and get that forgiven together. So, it's going to be an easy process. Let's just keep it simple and try not to make it any more complicated than it needs to be. Really informative, helpful. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for watching. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for watching. I got the 1,000 with no email after I apply. Okay, yeah, another one gets. I guess they're doing that a lot lately. Where after you submit the application, they just throw $1,000 in your account. Hey, take that, Mary Julieth, Mary Julieth. But anyway, hopefully this answers enough questions for now. If you have any more, feel free to write them in the comments. And let's see. Jack Sorter, yeah, I applied because you and had my money for 2 weeks, and my turnaround was 3 days. Jack Sordo, congrats, brother. Congratulations. Linda Meneco. This is crazy, but I filled one out, but won't accept it because I don't have a checking account. My checking account is my bank card. Oh. They should accept it anyway. It's crazy, but I filled one out but won't accept it because I don't have a checking account. My checking account is my bank card. That should be sufficient enough. Now, Linda, I'm going to ask you this. Is the checking account number, your banking account number, the same as your business account number that you get your taxes, say if you get return taxes on your, if you get return taxes when you file, I'm thinking your 1099-C, when you return your taxes, is that the same account that the money goes into, the government sends your check to? Because if it is, that should be sufficient. It's crazy, but I filled out one, but won't accept it because you don't have a checking account. My checking account is my bank account card. That should work. You may want to ask for that should work. Yeah, no, your checking account, if it's a bank that's FDIC approved, it should work. It's got to be FDIC approved because these lenders that are out there are making these loans to the government is financing these loans, saying, hey, if these people renege on the loan, we got your back. The government's going to pay for it, and then the government will end up chasing you down. But if your bank isn't FDIC approved, I mean, if it's a checking account, yeah, that doesn't make sense. You might want to check that and find out exactly, Linda, why they won't accept it, because it's a checking account. That's what business accounts are made of, checking accounts and savings accounts and stuff like that. So that makes no sense to me. Hey, Donald, yes, I did. I did get a haircut. Yeah. See? My wife hates it. Yeah, she tells me not to cut my own hair, but I do it anyway. So, yeah, I had a cut yesterday, but you didn't see that, did you? No, I had my hat on all day. Yeah. Linda, I'm sorry. That should be working. That should be working for you. Let's see if there's any more questions out there. I am getting loaded with questions about these things. Okay. The start button to sign up the documents is grayed out for me. Am I missing something? Yes, you are. If the start button is gray, that means that the portal has been closed. You cannot get back in once you have submitted your final information and click send into the portal for the loan. You can't go back in and change anything. The button will be gray. You can't go back in. If they ask you for information, you can't go back into the portal and change it unless they reopen the portal for you. So if your loan officer says, hey, I need this information changed on your account, they should say also, I have reopened the portal for you. That's what they did to me. They reopened the portal so I can go and change some information and dot my I's and cross my T's. So yeah, you're not missing anything about that grayed out button. You're just not able to get in. So hopefully they've changed that for you by now. How long does it take to get approved? I'm fine with them declining my application. Weight of not knowing is irritating because that money would really be put to some good use around here. How long does it take to get approved? We've had a person said they got approved in 1 day, and it took me 40 days. So I would say it takes us about 40 days. If you get it sooner, just, hey, you should be excited about that. I got an email and thought it was a fraud. They said they're open 8 to 8, Monday to Sunday. Also, asking to send me proof of the business and the bank information. Just be careful. It doesn't sound, you're right. It's personal information and they're going to be getting it from you. I made a video. It's called Watch Out for Scams. In the video, if you get on my webpage and type in scams, Speak and See, tax scams, something like that in the search engine, it'll come up and it'll show you what the page looks like that you're going to get, that it should be looking like with the numbers and the emails and stuff like that that keeps it legit. It's a legit page, and this is what a legit page looks like. So go to that and go to that one, and you'll be able to see, you know, if yours matches up with that, you're probably legit. If it doesn't match up with that, you might want to not give them your information. Emmanuel, offer loan. Emmanuel, waiting for my approval. Offer loan mean approval. Yes, kind of. Wait, not yes. Not 100% yes. But if they said, hey, we've offered, that means they've looked at your credit. They see, hey, this guy, we can offer him $50,000. He's good for it. So let's send him an offer here and see if he wants to accept it between $50,000 and a zero. So yeah, that pretty much means when you get the offer, that pretty much means that your credit's saying you're good enough. You're worth taking a chance on. We can do this for him. So yeah, an offer loan does pretty much mean, yeah, it's approval. Because they're just waiting for you to sign the docs, because once you click into that button, boom, they send it to you, you send it back. So you'll get the loan. If you've been offered something, be very excited about that. And at 1%, 2.75%, or 3.75%, that a lot of it's going to be forgivable on this PPP program as well. So this is good. So just, yeah, man, it's looking good, Emmanuel. Good job. Good job. A lot of people are like, hey, I've gotten the approval now, but I don't want to sign it because it says I'm going to have to pay it back. And you probably will have to pay majority of it back, maybe. But even if somebody would say, hey, here's $10,000 on 1% or 2%, $1,000 cash on, I mean, the loan is just amazing. It's an incredible loan that most businessmen would just be like, wow. You know what I could do with that? I can turn that into this and turn it into this and pay this back before it's... Anyway, yeah, congratulations. But yeah, that usually means thank you. You can't sign. Approved 1,000 last Monday. If you were approved 1,000 last Monday, if you signed a document, this one's for Wanda Wilson Kabid. Hopefully I said that right. Wanda Wilson Kabid. If you signed it with a signature saying you're going to pay it back, it was a loan. Normally when it says you're approved for $1,000, that's a loan. If they just send the money into your account, or you just see a deposit for $1,000, then that's a grant. You got to realize, if you're getting anything under $10,000, people, listen to this. If you're getting anything under $10,000, more than likely, the chances are it's going to be ending up being forgivable with the PPP forgivable loan application. After you spend the money, you got to spend the money to get forgiven for it, because they can't be like, hey, I got $10,000, now forgive me. No, they want to see you spend it in your business. Now they want to forgive you for it after you've spent it. So, but if you get a loan for $10,000 with this PPP, I'm going to ask you all to look into this, and I'm going to actually make an application of how it's going to be filled out and how you're going to be able to do this and do it properly without being in any trouble. But once this PPP loan goes signed, so if you can get 10,000 of it forgivable, more than likely 10,000 is almost guaranteed. Don't take me up, not 100% on it, but just listen. This is for entertainment purposes only. Free money could be coming. So if you got $1,000 last Monday, Khabib, if you signed for the 1,000, it's probably a loan. If it said you were going to pay 1% to 3.75% back, it's probably a loan to pay that back. So keep your eyes open for the SBA PPP loan forgiveness application, which they're going to be sending out. Emmanuel, do they send you an email to sign? Yes, they do. They send you an email to send you back to the portal. If you went to the portal and you've already signed it, then you should be good. If you've already signed it, Juan Woosen, no signature. That's a grant. Enjoy. Congratulations. Yeah, that's a grant. You're good. You're probably going to have to, like, if you, when you file taxes, you're going to have to put on your taxes that you were given a grant for $1,000, but it's tax-free, blah, blah, blah. It's not going to go in your final numbers. It's free money. Congratulations. No signature means you just got free. You just got paid. Good job, Juan Woosen. Enjoy. And Emmanuel, you say, do they send you an email to sign? Yeah, it's kind of going back to the portal. The portal is where you're going to do your signature. When I got mine, I showed a couple, I have a couple videos where it shows exactly the first email, the second email, the third email, and the fourth email that was finally the loan. But you got to e-sign to get the money, to get the approval. If you don't e-sign, just like Juan Wilson is out here saying they didn't sign nothing and got $1,000, that's a grant. So if you're approved for something and you put in the number that you want to take, say they 50,000 was the number they approved you for, but you don't want to take that much of a loan, you want to take 10,000. You scroll that thing down to 10,000, you click send, then they sign you a document. It's only like, it's short. It's a very simple document that you sign the bottom of it. You put your signature in each one of them. Juan Wilson, how long signed document? I am waiting. Juan Wilson, if you got the 1,000, grant already deposited, then they're probably working on your loan, because what they're going to have to do is get more information. They've got enough information to give you the grant. That's from the government. That's into your account. That's from the government. But they don't have enough information for somebody else to say, out there say, okay, I'm going to give him a loan. So have they run your credit? You would know on your Experian.com or your credit reports. And if you look in there, have 6 or 7 credit reports, have they run your credit? You would know. So the document, it's not how long. It all depends where you're at in the process to answer that question about how long it's going to take. It could take a while now that everybody's jumping on it and trying to get the last of the money that the government has in this bank that they're giving out. But I would be patient because you got the loan. So that means you're in right now. Somebody's working on your stuff. Juan Watson, if I can ask you, how long ago did you get the grant? How long ago did they send the $1,000 into your account? Yeah, and Emmanuel, if you accepted, if they sent you the thing, how long will it take for yours, for the document you're waiting for? Any minute. It could be any time. You're right there in the corner. You're right around the corner. If they let me go back. Are you waiting for my approval? Loan officer. Okay, yeah, Emmanuel. Run credit last Sunday. Juan Wilson, if they ran credit last Sunday, hold on. I'm sorry, I got to keep going back to you too. But Juan Wilson, last Sunday, it's been a week. They ran your credit. It was 9 days after they ran my credit report. I remember this almost like it was yesterday. It was 9 days after they ran my credit, and I saw all those hard pulls on my credit, that I got the email. So hopefully yours can come real soon too. So it's around the corner. Just be excited for it. And Emmanuel, okay, I'm waiting on that. How long? Send you an email to sign. Okay, so Emmanuel, have you not gotten anything? This question is for Emmanuel. Have you gotten any email from the SBA, any return emails at all? That's for Emmanuel. I know there's like a delay in this, so we'll do finger puppets while we're waiting for Emmanuel. I got a letter. Can you help me? Hello, Alex. I can try. What's your question? Oh, okay, Emmanuel. Then if you've got the approval, then all you need to do is sign. That's what they're wanting from you. You're wanting your signature. So you're welcome, Juan Wilson. Thanks for watching. Emmanuel, you did get an email from them, and what did it say? Did they send you to the portal? Waiting to sign. Can you get back into the portal? ZB, your business name is different than your bank account name. Do you think it's a problem at the end? Exact same thing happened to me. My business name was different than the one that I gave them. So I ended up having to take a picture. I did a screenshot. This answers for ZB. I did a screenshot of my business on my computer, and then I uploaded that to them. And then I uploaded them my 1099-C form, and then I got the loan like 2 days later after I sent that. So it's not a problem if your business name is different, but you do have to like shoot that out to them and say, because here's my bank account, here's this. So send the money to my bank account, which is this name. If you're a sole proprietor, say your name is John, say your name is ZB on your bank account. And you could write them a letter saying, well, I'm a sole proprietor. My business is actually under ZB. So, and here's my bank account number. If it's especially if it's the same bank account where they got the, where they send your taxes to, then it's not a problem at all, ZB. You'll be fine. It's simple. Yeah, Emmanuel, can't click on that. Okay, is that because it's grayed out? And you're right there, Emmanuel. You're right there. It's a denial. It says injury. It's a denial. It says economic injury not substantiated. Who's that for, Alex? Oh. Okay, Alex, this is you got denied for your EIDL not being substantiated. They don't have proof of your business. They need more proof. What you want to do with this, Alex, is probably get to your loan officer, call that number. Yeah, you might have filled something out wrong, but there's always going back on this, okay? So what you want to do is you want to get with your loan officer. There's a number and a contact information of an email on that letter that was sent to you. So if you can get back to them and say economic, because what they're seeing is they're like, okay, wait, we got information here from Alex, but the injury isn't substantiated, which means we can't tell if this business is actually a business, for one, and two, how has it been affected? They're starting to do things a little bit different, but I would get right back with my loan officer and say, yo, what's the deal here? What do you mean it's not substantiated? Here's my name, number, social, blah, blah, blah. Okay, gross sales and cost of goods sold. It's asking me to review this. Oh, different. Yeah, man, ZB, hopefully that helped. But ZB, trust me, I went through the same thing you're going through. It was really a non-issue. I just had to rechange that information. And it was as simple as that. He just wanted to know, give him screenshots of your business if you can, or if you haven't uploaded a 1099-C or whatever, your W-2s, whatever. Not W-2s because that's more not for employees, but yeah, just do that, ZB. You're safe. You're good, boss. Trust me, I went through the exact same thing and I got the approval, so congrats. You'll be all right. Alex Martinez, I don't know if you would reapply or if you would keep your case open. It's different than my... It's a denial. Okay, so you were denied because your injury is not substantiated. Alex, what business are you in? Alex, if I can ask you, what business are you in? No, you'll get your $1,000 grant. Everybody gets that. I'm just wondering because did you send him, Alex, did you send him any kind of information of your business? Any kind of information saying you had a business or you're legitimate? Because a lot of people are trying to send their W-2s in, people who are just regular employees. And if you're an employer, if you're a regular employee that had just a regular job, not a business owner, but a regular employer, you can't get an EIDL. You shouldn't be able to because you don't have a business. So you want to go for the PP, the Paycheck Protection Program, which is $600 a week, which is maybe even better than this. And you don't have to pay back. So you might be going for the wrong thing here, Alex. I do DoorDash. It's been a long time. Okay, DoorDash, is that like a sole proprietor? Or is that like like Uber, like bringing McDonald's food back and forth? Is that like Uber Drive? Yeah, no, they would be asking you to upload it now, because instead of getting your loan, your economic injury saying not substantiated letter, they should have sent you something saying substantiate it for us. They should have sent you a letter saying upload your documents for us, upload this and that. You're an independent contractor, so you do a 1099-C. You should be eligible. Okay, yeah, you should be eligible. Then there's no question asked. If you're an independent contractor, resubmit it. I'm going to say that right now. Look, I don't calm me down for a second. This just upsets me when I see somebody who's an independent contractor, does Uber or driver, stuff like that. Totally, this is for them. So many independent contractors out there that do delivery and taxi and Uber and DoorDash, I guess, is another one. They're qualified, and I've heard praise reports from all of them saying, yes, thank you so much, I got the loan. Thank you so much. Can I put money on my car from the loan that I got? Can I pay this? Can I pay that? So there's no reason at all, Alex, that your business should not be substantiated. The only thing I can think of is, Alex, did you submit taxes for last year? Did you file taxes last year? You write it in the thing, say, yes, I filed taxes, because I can't. I'm getting a yes. I don't know if that's from that, though. I'm going to be on the same topic right now as if you filed tax. Okay, then you filed your taxes last year. Oh, gosh. And they said it's not substantiated. This is a new one. I did file taxes. Now I'm just going to say right out there, then you haven't uploaded your taxes to them so that they could see any income or stuff like that. Another question I'm going to ask you is, you're going to get the $1,000. You'll get the grant. That's going to come your way. You'll probably see it in your checking account. No, you can't get the grant twice, I don't think. But anyway, you did file taxes. Here's what you need to do. I wouldn't open another one quite yet. I would get back with your email that you got, and there's going to be a phone number and an email for the loan officer or loan attorney or contractor that's working for the SBA. You're going to call them and you're going to talk to them and say, here's my information, and it's substantiated. Now, if your credit is like below 500, now that might be different, because loans are hard to get for anybody that's under, not impossible, but very hard to get for anybody with very low. I put 60 in the field of gross, $60 in the field of gross sales, cost of goods and sold, and I totally filled this out wrong. Then you need to call them. It's as simple as that. Reopen my case up. You need to call them. No, you're not supposed to get the grant twice. Not the grant. But there's other things you can get top viral other than the grant. The grant's just one of the things. Once you get that, then there's other things you can apply for if you need more cash flow. Honestly, I put the $60 in the field of gross sales and costs. Yeah, so you made a mistake. We all make mistakes on our paperwork, but you should be able to go back. So if you can get back with your loan advisor and tell him to reopen the portal so you can fill in your information correctly and send him some information saying, here's what I do. This is me. I'm legit. I'm substantial. So I would get back with them right away, Alex. And it's Sunday. I don't know if they're working today, but I'd get back with them. You've got this. And if that doesn't work, yeah, I'd refile. I would go for it again and say my first one didn't work out because I filled it out wrong. Refile another one, throw it out there. The worst they can say is, hey, you filed twice. Well, okay, take my second one. But yeah, I would definitely not stop trying, because you're totally qualified. You should be getting this unless you're like, owe the government money or something. But anyway. Top viral report TV. No, you can't get the loan grant twice. I think you can if you go if it comes up again next year, like for 2021, you should be able to. What else can I apply for? I'm currently on unemployment too. Oh, if you're on, then you're PPP. right? Is that correct, Top Viral? You got PPP, $600 a week? Because it's totally different than economic injury disasters for businesses. PPP is personal protection program is for employment, and they're extending that again until August 8th now. So I think it's August 8th they've gone into. But you can, Top Viral, is that right? You got PPP? Yeah. Yeah, your child support. Okay, that's probably it. Yeah, Top Viral. If you're getting PPP, nah, I don't think you're gonna be. If you're getting unemployment, no, you're on a different. It's on a different place than EIDL. That sucks, but because they're right now saying that the people that are trying to get EIDL are getting PPP. You can't pull from both of them. So yeah, sorry. Ron, if you got the loan approval, have you gotten the loan approval deposited in your bank? That question's for Roni. If you've got the loan approval but no grant money, usually the grant money comes along with, sometimes before, sometimes with, only in separate deposits, and sometimes even after for the grant. The grant is coming. If you filed the EIDL advanced SBL disaster loan application, you're going to get the grant. If you have a business, you're getting the grant. You'll get the approval. Everybody's saying that I got the approval, but not, where's the grant? Where's the grant? Yep. A lot of people say I got the grant, but where's the approval? So you're going to get the grant. But if you got the approval and you said, I don't want to take the approval, I don't want to take the loan, I just want the grant, slide that bar down, say it's a $10,000 grant that they are, or loan that they offered, slide that bar all the way down and click send to 0 and go for, get the signature in there. Alex, do I know how long for, I've heard 2 days for the grant. Yeah, I've heard one person say I've gotten it in a day. No, that was the approval. I got an email yesterday saying I got the approval in a day. And then it took me 40 days. So how long? It took me 40 days for the grant. I got the approval about 35 days. And after I signed and got the approval deposited in my bank, that same day, it deposited the grant in my bank along with the approval. On a separate, like it was $20,000 deposit for the loan, then a separate deposit for $1,000 for the grant. So it's separate deposits here because one of them is just directly that you don't have to repay. They have to deposit it in separate places because it's a separate deposits. You got to pay one back and you don't the other because this is from a lender, and that the government is FDIC, the government is contracted, and then there's the government that's just sending you the money. So they're two different deposits that you're going to get, but it's probably going to come along the same day. Alex, man, I'm hoping for the best out there for you. But I think if you do owe child support, then that could be a problem. I don't know exactly. I'd like to see you get this though. So what you need to do, because it says it's not substantiated, you need to get back with this because you could still get this. You're not counted out here. You still got a shot here. Take it. Take that shot, dude. Any more questions? Ronnie, did that help? And again, Alex, if you got to send your paperwork in a different way, if that's what you think you got to do, do it. Do it, dude. I mean, if they already said you've been denied for this, then hey, let me try it. If you don't succeed, try again. How bad do you want it? Go for it. But I would first try to get with my loan officer and say, hey, I filled out the paperwork wrong, or ask him, say, what has denied me here? What makes me, what makes it to be like that? What makes me not substantiated? That's what I meant to say. Okay, so Roni, you got the ways to show your document. No, I don't think I can get a document from you unless you like sent to me an email. What kind of document is it? I can't really. I wish there was a way to like zoom it, but no, I don't know if there's a way to show a document to me. But you don't have to show it to me. You can show it to your loan officer. Yes, go to your email, and on the SBA page, it should say loan officer, loan attorney, what have you. Go to that page, and it should have his email on that page. Click on his email, upload him a couple files, and he'll open his email in the morning, probably tomorrow or whenever he gets around to it, and say with him, dude, you denied me an unsubstantiated. Here's my here's showing that I'm substantiated, and show him your forms and say, I might have filled this out wrong, so relook this over, dude, or I can just resubmit an application. What should I do? And ask your loan officer what you should do and why you were denied, and get it fixed. So, it's just a denial letter, but there should still be I put another video up that shows a SBA.gov. Hold on a second, Alex. I'm going to look something up real quick. I'm going to look up. Hold on a second, Alex. This one's for you. Okay. Okay, Alex. Okay. Alex, okay, hear this, okay? Get a pen and paper. I don't know if I'm supposed to do this, but get a pen and paper. I'm going to give you a number here. Okay, you got a pen and paper, Alex? Here's what you're going to do, okay? You can always rewind this and go back. The number I'm going to give you is 202-731-2285. Okay, you got that? Now I'm going to give you, write this down, it's all lowercase, James, James dot Ruden, Ruden at SBA.gov. Email it to them, call that number. All right, email it to them, call that number. Don't tell him I sent you, because he doesn't know me. I'm just giving you my loan officer's name and number, so that's the guy who got all my paperwork done. And he wouldn't know, if you said speak and see, he would have no idea who you're talking about. But that's an inside scoop maybe for those of you who are watching, all my 2 followers. Yeah. And if you want to upload them files, and if you got a number or a case number or something like that, and say, hey, I was denied, I don't understand why, can you just check this out for me? And, hold on. You want that number again? Hold on 1 second, I'll get it for you. Okay, it's 202-731-2285. James Ruden, attorney advisor of disaster assistance. Ooh, hoo-hoo. I signed for the loan on Thursday. When should I be getting the deposit? Roni, if you signed for the loan, you were approved for the loan, and you said accept, boom, and you got some signatures, e-sign, e-sign, e-sign. I'm surprised you haven't got it yet. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Oh, it is a 4th of July weekend. You'll probably get it tomorrow. You're welcome, Alex. No problem, bro. Thanks for watching. Roni, you'll probably get it tomorrow. I'm just going to say that out there, but it could be later, but it should be any minute. Any minute with that. If you sign for it, shoot. I got mine. I signed for it on a Saturday, and I got it on Monday morning. So it took, and I don't know, maybe I got it Sunday night, but I think I got it Monday morning, I believe. So it took me like 2 days to get it after I signed. But after you signed, it's like, man, you can sleep good. You can sleep well because you got it. You've made the agreement. You know, it's in ink. It's signed, sealed, and delivered. You know, I signed it. Boom, I got the documents. Boom, everything's done. They can't renege on a signed document. It's a promissory note saying, yeah, okay, let's do it. You made the deal. The deal's good. So you can sleep well, Roni. Good job. Congrats. And yeah, your grant should be coming in there too. Should be the same day. Say you sign and you get your $20,000 deposit tomorrow. It'll say you have been deposited $20,000 in your account. And on the same page, it'll say right below it, you have been deposited $1,000 in your account. Did they, Ace of Spades, did they deposit the $1,000? Did they deposit the loan in your account yet? The 30-year club. Huh. Now, remember, PPP, EIDL, forgiveness is next. We get the loan, but we also go for the forgiveness. That's the next thing we're doing in this. As soon as we spend that loan money, we go for the forgiveness. And a lot of this should be forgiven. A lot of this people, hey, I don't want to take the loan. A lot of that loan is going to be forgiven. It's free money. Okay, so you did get the, okay. Now Ace of Spades, next question to you. Ace Spades, not of, but Ace Spades. How many employees did you put down that you had in your business? 1, 2, 3? Okay, sorry about that. One. Yeah, you'll get $1,000. That's all there is to it. I mean, and say, so they did send you the loan for, say, example, say they sent you a loan for $10,000. So they sent you a loan for $10,000, and 3 days later, you don't have the grant. You need to get with your SBA officer and say, where's my grant? Or give it, I've heard 2 weeks at the most before you should be seeing another $1,000 deposit for the employee status. Not only that, but when the PPP forgiveness application is modified, you may be able to take that, whatever your loan is, and say, my employee status, my grant was never gotten, boom, and throw that in there as $1,000 that also is going to be forgivable then. So you got the loan for $4,000, but not the $1,000. You will get the $1,000, whether it be deducted from the $4,000 loan or whether it be added, which more than likely in an upcoming check that you'll be getting. One way or another, you're going to get the $1,000 because if you got a loan for a business, you automatically get $1,000 per employee grant. They may be doing it a little bit different now than they were, but you will be getting it. It's just surprise, surprise. Just pop up in your bank account. But you're one way or another, whether it's the forgiveness loan, and if you got a $4,000 loan, remember this: And I don't know, Ace, if you didn't apply for PPP loan, do that too, because you'll probably get another $4,000 from that. And then you can go for the PPP loan forgiveness, and then you can go for the EIDL, this $4,000 that they gave you, and the PPP loan that they're giving you can be forgiven. All of it should be a grant. By the time we're done with this, that's the direction we're taking in this channel. This is the direction we're taking everybody. Kevin, Kevin Gant says, I was denied for having a 522 credit, sent in reconsideration letter. My usage was the problem. I sent my credit report showing where it was good. Okay, Kevia, did you get the loan? I just want to ask you, after you sent your reconsideration letter, did you get the loan? Yeah, Ace, man, do it. The SBA, Ace, real quick, I went through an application, a third party. You can't go to banks now because they're all closed on this PPP thing. I went to a third party. It's called Fundbox, Fundbox, Fundbox. And the application process was the easiest one I could find. So if you go to fundbox.com, Fundbox.com, I even have another video at it if you want to type in Speak and See Fundbox. But go to fundbox.com, fill in their application. It took about 2 weeks later before I got approved for that, and it was another $4,700, something like that. But now we're going to get ready for, once we spend it, we can go for that PPP loan and EIDL advancement loan anyway. After you e-sign the loan, Mamma Mia, do we get the loan? So after I e-sign, when do we get it? E-sign is the last step. Yes, e-sign is the last step. I had one person who got with me yesterday said they got approved in 1 day. They got their approved in 1 day, and they got their money in 3 days. So the earliest I've seen it is 3 days. The latest I've seen it is 40 days, which is how long it took me. 40 days. Okay, you haven't heard from him in 4 weeks after your reconsideration letter. That's for Kevin. Okay, so here we have Kevia Gant, who showed them that there was a problem where the credit was good. Yeah, you e-sign Miami, and you're good to go. You e-sign and you got this. But Kevia signed or was denied for 522. Now I've heard that if you e-signed yesterday, you should get the money anytime. After I e-signed, it took me 2 days later. I e-signed on a Saturday night or Saturday night, and got it on Monday morning. So kind of like you, if you e-signed yesterday, which was Saturday, today's Sunday, you got it on Monday. Kind of like I did. I signed it on Saturday. I waited a Sunday, and I got it my Monday morning. I woke up, and it was in my bank. So hopefully that helps, Miami. Congratulations. Way to go. And, yeah. Okay, Kevia, I was denied for 522. Now, Kevia, don't give up. I'm going to say that because I've heard that even if your credit score is lower than 500, you can still be qualified for the loan. Which, Kevia, I'm asking you now, PPP application closed. Ace, PPP application is not closed. They just re-extended it to the August 8th. Was it August 8th or August 1st? June, July. August 8th, I believe. But you can't just go to a bank and get it. So that's why I'm giving you FUND. Here, I'm going to type it in for you. Try this one. Go there, Fundbox. That's for you, Ace. And go fill in the application. Yeah, Miami. I'm gonna do that probably within the next week. I'm gonna get it just so clean cut for you that you're gonna be able to understand that PPP loan so easy. It's gonna be like the best PPP loan example or loan forgiveness example that's out there, because it's just going to be so simple and just so direct to the point that, yeah, I'm going to make a video for that, but absolutely, I'm going to do a video on that. But because it's so simple, and if you haven't done the EIDL, I would suggest getting the PPP loan and the EIDL advanced loan and grant or whatever, both, everything. I would suggest you do that before you go for the forgiveness. You don't want to have to go back and get an EIDL and then go ask for forgiveness all separately. You want to put them together. Yeah, Miami, to do that, to do the loan, the thing you're going to have to do is make sure you can kind of allocate your money. Say you got a $10,000 or for the forgiveness. Say you got a $10,000 loan from EIDL. You're going to want to show how you spent that money. So it's not like you can get the loan one day and sign up for the forgiveness the next day. You got to spend that money, whether it's on payroll for yourself into another account or whatever. You got to show that you spent that money before you can go apply for the forgiveness loan, because you can't be forgiven of what you haven't spent on your business. That's the key here. So what we're going to try to do, now that we've got our loans and we've got the EIDL and we got the PPP, which ACE, remember this, because once you get that PPP loan, now you can put your PPP and EIDL together on the same page. It's on the same application. It's right below. Your PPP loan is here. Your EIDL advance is here. And you want to put these together. Now you're going to want to spend this. Where you spend it, that's, payroll. I'm going to pay myself, say, $1,000 a week. In the next 10 weeks after I got the $10,000, the money's gone. Now I'm going to click, I'm applying for forgiveness. Now I'm going to go into forgiveness, and on that EIDL advance, I put $10,000. On that PPP, I put my, say I got another 5,000 PPP loans. I'd put like my utilities, my rent, my whatever up here. And then 60% of it has to be on payroll down here. And we're going to figure out these numbers, and we're going to get it straight so that we can say, here, we're submitting this to you. Now I need to be forgiven for this loan, because it was supposed to be a grant anyway. Never mind. I'm not going to get there, but we're going to get through this. It's going to be simple, people. It's so much easier when you keep it simple. There's so many SBA videos out there. There are just so many. Update. I don't want an update. I'm not wanting updates. I want facts. I want what's going to get me to the next level. I want what's going to help me bring money in and help me get it forgiven so that we can move forward here. I don't want another update. I don't want to hear another update. Sorry about that. I know updates are good probably for those of you who like to watch them, but I don't like watching updates. I like to know when it's updated. I'll go from there. But let's get these loans forgiven. That's the thing. I got my loans. Now I'm going to make my moves, take my pieces here and there in my business and move forward with my business. And after I spend the money and I need more, then I can apply for forgiveness and go for the other loan if I need to, or if the economy's back and this COVID thing's over, boom, we can move forward because our business has gotten bigger. Our business has gotten better. And that's what I'm hoping to do with this here. So hopefully you guys are gonna, we're all riding this in together. So we're all going through it together. So cool. We'll get through this. We'll get through this. We'll do it right. Okay. Spend the money first and go for the forgive. You have to spend the money. You have to spend the money because they're going to ask you what percentage of the money did you go on payroll. You have to have at least 60% of that money has to go to payroll and 40% into those other allocated. Say I needed a computer for my business. I have to allocate this money over here. I needed this for my business. I have to allocate this money over there. But 60% of it went to payroll. Boom, forgiven. 40% of it went to, or 10% went to electricity. Boom, forgiven. 20% went to utilities. Boom, forgiven. 20% went to rent. Boom, forgiven. Okay, good. Now I can go for the next. If there's another grant, send it to me. If there's not, I'm forgiven and business is good. So yeah, you got to spend money first. Yeah. Any more questions? I just want to thank everybody for watching today. Hopefully this has helped you, and we're in this together. We're going to get through this. We're going to come out stronger than we went in it. And people are going to be like, what? We did it. So if there's any more questions, which I don't see any, Miami, I was born in Miami. Not a Dolphins fan anymore. Sorry. I switched. I'm in Tampa now. So, but go Dolphins. Good job getting that quarterback. You guys got a good quarterback now. Miami, can I still get, okay, Emmanuel, before you leave, says, can still get denied after loans offer. You can still get denied after loans offer. Thanks, Miami. Good seeing you. Kevia, no, I did not see your response. Oh, I have not heard anything since the letter I sent, but okay, Emmanuel can still get denied after loans offer. You can get denied. No, the loan is offered because they've read your paperwork. After you e-signed, then you can't be denied because that's when it would be like going to the bank, signing an agreement, and giving it to the teller and then saying, no, sir, sorry. After everybody's signed, no, you can't renege on it after you're signed. After I offer it, is one thing. But to sign it, seal it, and deliver it is another. So get that e-signature. E-sign it, you're good to go. Once you e-sign it, you can sit back. The money's coming. Alex, okay. I'm not going to leave you hanging. Oh, Kevia. Let me hook Kevia up with my response here. Okay. So Kevia says, I haven't heard anything from the letter I sent, but it was 522. When I checked Expedia, it was 600. Yeah, Expedia, Experian, they can be, that's really far off 522 to 600. That's way off. One's good and one's bad. And I mean, in the middle of good and so I don't know about that. That's weird. Yeah, I would definitely get back with your loan officer on that. Kevia, I would get back with your loan officer on that. You gotta do that. Alex, please review the information you submitted in your application to make sure you provided us with gross sales and cost of goods. That's what they told me. Okay, that should be simple enough, wasn't that? And you provided that? That's what they told me. Okay, so yeah, if you provide them with the correct information, it should be a totally different ballgame. So with that said, Alex, I'm still confused at your case, but I gave you those numbers and that contact. So hopefully you use it and you let me know if it worked for you. Hopefully it did, because that's what I want to see. I want to see things working here. I want to see this ball rolling. Yeah, you can't put $60 there. If you just put $60 there, that's going to be like, dude, last year you had a gross sales and cost of goods $60. That ain't a business. That's a no. I'm not trying. I'm just saying, yeah, 60. You might have put the wrong number down. So yeah, they should let you change that. I don't get it. Okay. So anyway, thanks again, everybody, for watching. We will be doing this again shortly. If you have any more questions, I am out of here. But feel free to, and Emmanuel, yes, after you signed, the contract is signed, sealed, and delivered, done. Get some rest and wake up in the morning. The check's in the mail. Yeah. Oh, so you haven't signed. You're waiting on the e-signature. Okay. And then, yeah, if you're waiting on an e-signature, then it's the 4th of July weekend too. So I'm sure not everybody's behind their computers trying to get loans pushed right now. They're all enjoying their weekend, and I hope that you did too. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. If you have any more questions, you just throw them in the comment box, and I will try to get to them as soon as I can. God bless you, and stay safe.